Well, it seemed that the entire firearms industry was focused on stuffing more cartridges into tiny pistols. The guys over at Smith & Wesson went a different direction and recently introduced the M&P380 Shield EZ, which was designed to reach those shooters who may have difficulty with modern striker-fired pistols, racking the gun, loading the pistol, disassembling the gun. All of these things were addressed in the EZ in really a pretty innovative and ingenious design, and we've covered it in depth here at American Rifleman. But what the guys at Smith got in return is a lot of requests to make the 380 Shield EZ in a more suitable personal defense cartridge, the 9mm Luger. So what we have here today is the M&P9 Shield EZ. Now, as I stated, the basic premise behind the EZ is, as the name implies, to be easy to use, but also safe. So there's a lot of safety features built in, somewhat overtly, into the Shield EZ's design. First and foremost is this grip safety. It's very characteristic of the Shield EZ, and it needs to be depressed in order for the trigger to be pulled. As well, we do have a manual safety. Now, there are models of the Shield EZ, as with all Smith & Wesson M&Ps, that can be had without the manual safety, but this one, just for the sake of an example, does have it, and that can be depressed in the typical 1911 style. And of course, the Shield EZ also has some of those internal safeties that we've come to expect in modern pistols. But the real question I had when they introduced the original 380 EZ was, how did they actually get that slide to reciprocate so easily? And the way they did that is, instead of using a striker fire design, as we see in many of the other polymer framed M&P pistols, Smith actually went with an internal hammer fired design, and that allowed them to tune the weight or power required to cock the hammer and allowed them to use a lighter recoil spring, and the end result is that this slide is very easy to operate. Of course, that manual operation is also aided by pretty good serrations here at the rear. In fact, there's a little bit of a ledge that's built into the slide, so whereas the serrations already have pretty good bite, there's also a nice hard ledge to really get a grip on. Another aspect of the Shield EZ is that it's easy to maintain, easy to disassemble and clean. And that's accomplished by locking the slide to the rear and rotating down on the takedown lever. I can't tell you again, I wish you could feel it. This takedown lever, compared to others on the market, is incredibly easy to rotate. A lot of them are very stiff. This one absolutely is not. Another nice safety feature on the Shield EZ is that as you release the slide forward, no trigger pull is required. And of course, you have your barrel and recoil spring assembly in there, but what I wanted to show you here was, again, that internal hammer. It's not a striker assembly in this gun, it's actually a hammer concealed within the frame and the slide. When we talk about loading the magazine, this can be another kind of difficult moment for some shooters. This one takes a cue from rimfire models and actually adds these little loading tabs to the side of the magazine follower so that you can actually manually depress the follower, making it easier to top the rounds off. Sights for the M&P9 Shield EZ are metallic, they are dovetailed, so they are windage adjustable, and they are a white 3-dot configuration. Overall, this is a great extension, and while the M&P380 Shield EZ has been wildly successful for Smith & Wesson, I think they might find that the market has even greater depths as they introduce the 9mm version.
For more reviews of firearms and shooting gear, check out the latest edition of American Rifleman the magazine.